Well, they decided to stop the test. The hospital tried really hard after we left to reverse this condition. He was on 83 days of fluconazole, and they called the National Institute of Health, but no one at the time had enough information about this condition. They just didn't know how to treat it. He was still making alcohol. No one knew how to control it. And there was a point where his blood alcohol would stay at 0.33 for days, and he just couldn't function. And I said, I need to find someone that could help. The hospital tried the best they could, but there just wasn't enough information. So I made a list of every hospital in the United States, starting with the big name hospitals, and I just called 10 a day, every day. And I called over 108 hospitals in the United States, begging for help. And no one ever heard of it, no one ever treated it, and no one wanted this case. As time went on, I was scared to death that he was going to die. I called his endocrinologist and I begged him for help. He said, call me back in 4 hours. And I thought, I'm making phone calls for 4 months. What's another 4 hours? So he called a friend of his, a gastroenterologist. They worked together. And he said, have them come see me. Well, this doctor was in Staten Island, New York. I called every hospital in the United States, and we found a doctor 22 miles from our house. The doctor, when we met with him, said, I've never heard of this. I've never had a case, but I'm willing to try, and I'm not going to give up. And I thought, this is hopeless. There's no way that this doctor's going to stay on board, because we've had such bad luck up until this point. Our wedding was 4 months away, and I told the gastroenterologist, we're getting married in 4 months. Should we cancel the wedding? He said, no. Leave everything the way it is. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I said, okay.
For more information, case studies, and to make a donation, go to www.autobrewery.info.